You're listening to the Best Advice Podcast, guys. If you haven't already, give us a 5-star review and help spread the word. And if you have a question for the guys, email a voice recording to podcast@bestadvicepodcastguys.com. That's podcast@bestadvicepodcastguys.com. Today's episode is brought to you by Security Financial Management. If you're ready to level up your financial game, SFM offers a free initial consultation after each episode. Just send an email to podcast@bestadvicepodcastguys.com with the subject line complimentary consultation to book yours today.
Welcome back to Best Advice Podcast, guys. I'm your host, Rob Lovaglio, here as always with just Frank. That's me and you again, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
The big two.
We'll take it.
So, Frankie, whoa, what's cracking?
Hey, see, I see you put cracking. So there's a story behind, instead of our normal opening with the crack-a-lackin', which is always fun, we shortened it this morning. Robin and his family and I and Liz and his siblings were in Ireland for last week on a little family getaway. And what a great place and very friendly to Americans. Beautiful landscape. It was gorgeous. But anyway, this gentleman, his name was Liam, and he took us on a little tour of one of the refineries out there. They sell a lot of good whiskey out in that neck of the world. Great guy. He in his 30s, real fun, and kind of got our family because, we're all sort of, we're going to talk, we're going to ask questions. We're not your quiet group in the back by far.
So we get a little scared when we have someone to come tour us around. We're like, they're going to hate us or love us. So.
Yeah. Well, he was in the love camp. What a great young man. And we all got each other and had such a great time. But one of the things he said is we were talking about work a little bit. He goes, what do you guys do? And I said, we have this podcast. And then I go, Rob does this really fun, crack-a-lackin' at the beginning. He goes, wait a minute. He goes, we're brothers, man. He goes, in Ireland, one of the coolest words in the world is what's cracking. So you need to put what's cracking in your next podcast. So, so Liam, that was for you. That was for you.
Liam, what's cracking, man? It's funny. They use it down there like both ways, kind of like we would use like shit, like, oh man, he's the shit, or I don't know, that's kind of shitty. You know what I mean? Like, is he a good crack? Is he a bad crack? It was very interesting. I kind of like the word. I like it. I'm with it.
I like it. And it was kind of a takeoff of our original. So again, we're shout out to Liam. What a great young man. And we really appreciate him taking us around.
Beautiful.
It was awesome.
Per usual, we like to start every episode with the powerful practice of positive thinking. And today I'm going to give you something good, Dad.
All right. Well, give me something good.
Give me something good.
So have you ever heard of the 6-second kiss?
I have not.
No. So it's a 6-second kiss or 20-second hug.
Okay.
Do you have any idea why those seconds are, or like why that timeline is so crucial?
I don't know, but Italians like to hug and kiss. So can I do
true.
both?
Well, we already do this. So if you kiss for 6 seconds or you hug for 20 seconds is what gives you the sense of psychological
well-being,
psychological health.
Yeah.
It also gives you it creates a stronger bond between you and your partner. So the marriage advice for today, I have not one to give, but kiss your partner for 6 seconds
and hug them.
Yep. And hug them for 20 seconds. Here we go.
So it's a little, just as an analogy, with our runners get the runner's high.
Yes.
Isn't that sort of like
it's
a similar?
Kind of like a runner's high. Yes. But supposedly with your partner, you should kiss them for 6 seconds or just hug them for 20 seconds every day. And you guys connect every day a little stronger than anyone else.
I bet marriages across America, we're not in the marriage business, but we're having fun here. I bet there'd be more marriages unbroken with the 20-second hug every morning. And a 6-second kiss. And if you're Italian, you do both and you got a better shot.
Forget about it.
So that is our give me something good. Our advice for today. I kind of like it.
I like it
I'm
too.
with it.
I'm going with it.
Today's question comes from Christy from Altamont. Christy, what you got for us?
You want to say something?
Hey guys, Christy's question is, once I start Social Security, am I locked in? And can the monthly amount never change?
Thank you, Christy. Dad, take it over.
All right, good. Christy, good question. And most of the time, generally, when you apply for Social Security and you lock in your base benefits, it's pretty much a done deal. But, there is a loophole that we've been talking a little bit about, and I want to give you the loophole, Security Financial Management, good exposure here to an idea that is absolutely supported by our government. And so what happens is, again, normally when you say, okay, so I'll give myself as an example. I'm a long way from being retired. I love what I do. But as an example, just use me. I was born in 1962. So my full retirement age is 67 years old. Okay. And so for me, if I would have retired early, let's just say, right at age 62, and I waited, I can wait till full retirement age, even if I put in for Social Security right at 62. And then I'm going along in my retirement and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? My investment portfolio is growing greater than my withdrawal rate. Aunt Martha left a little inheritance to my wife, and we put that in the portfolio.
Who's Martha?
Yeah, I don't know. We need to find her.
Martha's so fun. All of this gorgeous.
And all of a sudden, I'm going, you know what? I don't really need this Social Security income that I took at 62. And so there's an opportunity. You can do it one time if you wait till full retirement age, which again for me would be 67. I've got a 3-year window in there where I can suspend and stop my Social Security and then juice back up all those accrued benefits because I'm not taking it to the tune of 8% more a year. So if I wait to 68, 69, and 70, 3 times 8 is 24. I can catapult my Social Security by 24% more benefits. It's early, 24% more benefits. And voila, now I'm 70 and I just blew up my Social Security benefits by 24% by suspending them in that 3-year period. Yeah. So again, quick review of rules. Once you sign up for Social Security and lock in your base, you've got a one-time opportunity. You've got to wait till your full retirement age. In my scenario, 67. And then you can do it all the way up to age 70, which gives you 3 years in that example. If I was a different age, you could take it at 66. If I was older, and then you'd have 4 years. 7 times 4 would be 28% more power by suspending it. But remember, you stop for those years.
So wait,
you don't get both.
Are you not contributing during those years?
You're done. Remember, guys like me in their 60s, for using me as an example, we already paid in. So we lock in. When I say go Social Security, start paying me at 62, which I didn't. But for purpose of the example, the clock stops and now you're out of the pay in phase and you're into the pay out phase.
So you can just not be paying in or be receiving for those couple years.
Correct.
Okay, that's
you just stop.
So right now when you get your paycheck, like my paycheck gets Social Security out of it and yours doesn't?
Yeah, totally different now. I mean, good question, Robert. that is you on the way in. You're in your 30s. Yeah. Your Social Security, that 7.56 they're withholding, and then the employer matches 7.56, that 15.3-ish. That's going towards funding your eventual Social Security when you're in your 60s. Okay, so don't confuse it. But you're on your marching your way that you're paying in exactly that FICA, that 15.3 matching FICA on the employer side. That is the dollars that are going in. So you'll have your bucket. So then you can choose one day. Yeah. This is when you're in your 60s and you say, or you could be in your 50s. But in this example, again, to summarize, 62 in this example, you took Social Security. You started looking at your lifestyle and your investment portfolio was doing well. I'm teasing about Aunt Matilda from Wyoming, leaves you the inheritance. Maybe you refinance the first mortgage along the way. And all of a sudden at the old 2.9% rates, they're gone. And you got this. So all these factors in your life while you're in retirement, you get a one-time grasp to go, hey, Social Security, I was just kidding. I know I took it at 62. I'm 67 now. I just reached full retirement age. I don't really need as much money as I thought.
I misunderstood. I thought you were about to get Social Security.
No, you took it.
I'm gonna pause it.
No, you took it
already. You already grabbed the apple.
62 to 6. Yeah, you took it back. You've been biting every month for 5 years. Now you're 67 and you're like, hey, Frank Lovaglio and Dave Allen and Keith Moore and Mike Allen and Robert Lovaglio, I'm just naming it. They told me that I can actually do a suspension of Social Security and you can do it as long as you're full retirement age. So pretty cool. Yeah, you stop it.
Yeah.
And then you bolster it back up and all of a sudden you got 3 more years without taking it. And now your new Social Security number at 70 is quite a bit bigger, 24% bigger in that first example.
Love it.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, man. I hope that answers your question, Christy. We're going to keep it short. It's about 10 minutes. Remember, folks, The secret to wealth is not what you earn, it's what you keep. Happy days, everybody.
This podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only and is not intended as personal financial advice. Before making any financial decision, please do your own research and consult a financial advisor as needed. If you have a question for the guys, email podcast@bestadvicepodcastguys.com.